Her American passport needs to be renewed. We have to make an appointment with the American Embassy in London. I have to take a day off of work. My partner has to take a day off of work. We have to take our child out of school in order to attend this appointment because, of course, I don't really have Saturday appointments. We have to bring all the documentation, all of her previous passports, including all of her British documentation and passports. We have to have a meeting with someone. We have to submit all the passports. We have to wait for their approval that day. Then, from that day, it takes 4 to 6 weeks at least to find out if her passport's renewed and to get the actual passport in our hand. Now, I know some of you are going to say, well, we live abroad now, so they're taking extra precaution. That wasn't the case. When we applied for her passport as a child, we did have to make initially in the US, we did have to make the appointment and we had to go and have a conversation with people. Both myself and my partner had to be there. She had to be there. She had to take her picture there. At that point, no previous pictures or anything. They had a small little Q&A with her. We were present, of course, but they asked her a couple questions. They asked us a bunch of questions, and then all the paperwork was submitted. And then within 6 to 8 weeks, we got her passport. So it was this pretty much the same procedure, even when we were in the US to get the US passport as being here in the UK. Maybe there might be a longer timeline, processing the renewal because we're here in the UK. That could be, but you still have to go through almost the same exact process. When we were in the United States applying for her UK passport, we submitted everything online. We had to mail the documentation, the same exact procedures we did for the renewal, took a picture up against one of my blank white walls. I like my blank white walls, and submitted it, and it was fine. Because it was the initial application, we had to verify that she had family that were British citizens and she had that lineage, that she was able to become a British citizen and all of that. So that took, an extra week. But we got her passport delivered to us in the United States within, I think, 4 weeks, 5 weeks of the initial hitting send on the computer and sending the paperwork in. I mean, I know all governments have their issues and everyone has a right to talk about how negative the issues are, negative the government is right now in the UK and how they're handling things. Definitely can be improved. I'm not trying to take anything away from that. But I only wanted to illustrate that because it can always be worse, y'all. It can always be so much worse. I don't understand why the United States government insists on making things so bureaucratic and complicated. If you're initially applying for a passport, I understand that you might need to meet face to face with someone. My child didn't have to. I mean, I didn't even have to I didn't even have to talk to anybody for my visa.